We just got this camera, we're set up, and I'm here getting ready to write my last post. And so with the webcam here finally and the ability to go live, this is the beginning. This is kind of distracting because I'm watching myself on the camera. First time going live. Now, the green behind me, it looks cheesy, but the goal is anyone with whatever video editing, it's very simple. You can take the green behind me and cut it right out. You are welcome, anyone is welcome to cut me out and put me on any video anywhere. Video creators, content creators, vloggers, people that want to be cute. You may cut me out. Download me however you want. You know, I don't care what the license says. I'm giving you this license from jessesteele.com. And jessesteele.com owns the content on the stuff that jessesteele.com owns. Take this, here it is. Me, Jesse Steele, on the videos, jessesteele.com, jessesteele.coffee, jessesteele.house, jessesteele.church. I think those are the, that? Yeah. Any of these you can use, you can cut me out. That's what the green is for. I'm not trying to look impressive. I'm not going to put something behind me. I could, but I want you to do that. You may take me and copy me and take like 5 words that I say or something and have fun with it. But right now, I'm doing the live thing because part of this is quality and such. Yes, I'm using Linux here. Can you see me using Linux? The new Ubuntu. Whoop-de-doo. Okay. I'm working, so you can watch me work. I've got to type the last detail. The way it all happened was Twitch and what else? What was it, George? Yeah, that's right. YouTube had this thing where they couldn't monetize anymore. Right. And they I went and set up with other people. I went and got that's why I'm streaming on Twitch, because I can save it better, or somehow it works better to save it. It's pushing to YouTube. Well, YouTube's great. I'm thrilled that I own Jesse Steele, the namespace at YouTube. I'm thrilled with that. In fact, I'm going to be maintaining my YouTube channel. That was kind of a decision maker. Not being able to monetize below 1,000 subscribers, but being able to get my name as my namespace on YouTube, that helped persuade my opinion. YouTube, within the last few months, made this new policy that unless you have 1,000 subscribers, you could be spam. And that, they didn't say it quite that way, but it's in order to crack down on spam, you got to have 1,000 subscribers before you can monetize, that's run ads, on your YouTube channel. Well, okay, this is the company that's running the AI. Like, Google wants to do this big, huge, pardon me. Hey, well, you know how you can feel the eyelash coming and you don't want a problem, so you're preemptive? Yeah. YouTube is owned by Google, this giant. They're doing all this AI stuff, all these searches. You're telling me Google can't look at your Gmail and figure out whether or not your channel is spam unless it has 1,000 subscribers? Yeah, right. I think there's a war on smallness, and I'm going to talk about that, but this, well, people have these policies that make it illegal, or you can't join our club, or we're not going to help you as long as you're little. And as I understand being little and need to earn your dues, but making it illegal to be little? Until you get 1,000 subscribers, you have to have a business model that includes making your money by something other than YouTube until you get 1,000 subscribers. Sorry. Okay. Making money through YouTube before 1,000 subscribers on YouTube is no longer part of my business model. I now have other income streams bringing that in, specifically Daily Motion. And when YouTube gets to 1,000 subscribers, I don't know what I'll do then. We'll have to see where the money's at. I may already be famous just for being a channel that doesn't have ads. And if I change that DNA, I betray my viewers and I lose my audience. So, I may decide that I can't ever run ads. If we're going to get to 1,000, those first 1,000 need to be dedicated to the channel, and ads need to be a normal part of it. People subscribe to an early channel because they like it, then suddenly it's big and then they have these annoying ads. They might leave that channel. I don't want that. I want ads from the beginning or not at all. We'll see. But I don't need it either way because I've got my own brands. I might be one of the free YouTubers because I've got a ton of brands. Jesse.house. It's instead of .com, it's .house. Jesse.house. I don't know Jesse.com. I don't know who's using that. I'm JesseSteele.com, but Jesse.house lists several brands. I might talk about those. So I think what probably, giving YouTube the benefit of the doubt, I don't think they hate small people. I think some boring buffoon in the office said, we got a lot of spam. Oh, I know how we can get rid of spam. No monetizing until you're 1,000. That's the type of exec decision a vice president recommends and he ends up getting fired for it years later. That's what that's about. So I'm sitting here, I've got to type this. I may get back and record the podcast later. I don't know how this is all going to settle out and pan out and go down and everything. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to switch up my audio here. I don't know what's going to happen to my audio. I'll have to see. Audio check. Audio check. Audio check. Audio check. Audio check. Waiting. Bring it up. Settings, please. Thank you. Input. Okay. I don't. Oh, you're not plugged in. This thing isn't plugged in. And you can't hear me at all right now. I understand that. Yeti. Check radio. Yeti's going. Now we're really live. Okay, speakers are off, and I'm going to hit the record button. I love the idea. Of YouTube deciding that they want to let approved accounts, if your account is approved for streaming or if you have 100 subscribers, then you can monetize. I love that idea. I understand 100 subscribers. But 1,000? I don't know. They could change their policies. We will keep a close eye out. Now, if I start recording on this, how are we doing? Good. We're going. You can see it. Recording on Audacity. I'm going to set that over here. Close you. We're recording live onto Twitch. And this is the podcast. I'm Jesse. And we're here. There's a little bit of an echo. You know what I should do? Where's my stuff? Where are you? Here we go. There we are. That's what we need. This is my blank paper that I rattle around. It's kind of a main character. And this is my little, this will eat up some of the bounce. So it'll stop sounding bouncy. There we go. So I'm here, and if you just came on with this podcast, the green behind me is not there to look nice. That's to make it so that any editor can just cut me right out of the video. I'm moving soon. I will have a better studio soon. It'll be simpler, greener behind me. The green is not to look good. The green is so that video editors can cut me out and take 3 words I say, 5 words I say, and superimpose it on anything and just use it. That's fine. No credit, no nothing. It doesn't matter. Just, you can do that. And I want to make that able for people to do that. Sharing, being open is a good thing. Linus taught us that. I'm running the podcast now, and I need to come up with a point. This is the first live that we've done. I've got this webcam. We're going through Twitch. Archives are going to YouTube. Quality video, which we're live running the podcast now, will go to Daily Motion if you want the proper, convenient little podcast. And but I'm just getting started here, so I need to write the point because I haven't written it. I don't know what the point's going to be. I think I'm going to call it Move Forward. So if you want nice, clean, little organized podcasts, Daily Motion. If you want this uncut thing where I sit and rant, that's going to be YouTube. And I'm going to be, again, I'm going to start them on Twitter, or Twitch, excuse me. I'm going to start them on Twitch, and I'm going to push the archives to YouTube. Excuse me, pardon my French. I was drinking Monster. I don't know where the can went. Okay. See, blank paper and cough button. No, I'm not doing cough button because this is live. The idea is we're going to see what Jesse does in his little studio. So, move forward. Yeah, no, the orange. You want to know about the orange? Fine. I've got chopsticks that are orange. I don't know. Orange is a bright color. I like bright colors. Would you stop interrupting, George? Weren't you supposed to be over there? Get over there. Shh. Move forward. Life has its changes, ups and downs. Yeah, this is how I write the point. Life has its changes. Well, no, I'm writing it in the podcast so that you know what it is. I'll read it at the end. Don't worry. I will. Don't. Life has its changes, its ups and downs. People make mistakes. Companies, YouTube. Excuse me. No coughing button. Change their policies as they learn with the tide of markets and, shall we say, burglars? Well, I don't know. Markets and deviants, such as spammers. Hold your course. Keep your bearings. Or we should say bearing. Keep your heading. That's sailor talk. Well, no, this is not supposed to be fascinating to you. This is just, you get to see Jesse live doing what he does while he works. That's what this is. If you want the quality one, YouTube doesn't let me monetize below 1,000 yet. So you want the quality one, and maybe later, but you want the quality one. You want a simple, convenient podcast. You're going to have to go over to the Daily Motion. Keep your heading. I might suspend the weekly podcast. I might be out of time today soon. Hold your course. Keep your heading. Writer's block. Under pressure. Gotta read. See, how does this... Hold your course. Keep your heading. Ooh. Move forward. Putting the title in the text is always fun. It is said. Actually, Sinatra said it, but I'm not going to credit him. It is said that the best revenge is massive amounts of success. Let your success speak for itself. Once you have pushed past the waves, whoever and whatever besought, I have a feeling that A should be an O. Don't tell my mother that I spelled besought wrong. Whoever and whatever besought your failure, your defeat. I guess waves can defeat us, but because we're doing headings, so we're doing sailor as the word picture throughout the point here. Whomever and whatever besought your defeat won't matter anymore. It won't keep you awake at night once you're through the storm. So it shouldn't keep you awake during the storm. I don't like too many pronouns. By pushing through the wind, the winds. We don't see wind plural often. And the waves. You'll win. There's your point. That's it. All right. I was going to comment briefly on the war on smallness. It's very easy. When you're the big company, you've arrived, you go to work in a suit, you sit at a desk, you watch papers, it's very easy to think that the best way to tell if someone's good or bad is whether they're as neat and tidy and organized and undisturbed and not dusty, just like you. Sorry, the office you sit in was built by people wearing dirty clothes. They had to wear dirty clothes because construction's dirty. And by expecting everyone to have the same manner as you do in your nice little cute office, you're outlawing the construction of your office. And this is, I'd like to say it's a conspiracy, but I don't think it is. I think it's human stupidity. All of us act this way. I do too. No one's accepted. I'm preaching to myself here. But there's this natural human war against smallness everywhere. So just keep talking about it and be nice and charitable. I've only got a minute left in the podcast proper, which is only 10 minutes. So I'm going to get to the point and read what I just typed, what you watched me type in this first video test run, live, no editing, podcast weekly. I'm going to move this over here so I can look at the camera. I'm going to have to go over 10 minutes on this. I don't know. We'll see. Life has changes, ups and downs. People make mistakes. Companies change their policies as they learn with the tide of markets and deviants, such as spammers. Hold your course. Keep your heading. Move forward. It is said that the best revenge is massive amounts of success. Let your success speak for itself. Once you have pushed past the waves, whoever and whatever besought your defeat won't matter anymore. It won't keep you awake at night once you're through the storm. So, it shouldn't keep you awake during the storm. By pushing through the winds and the waves, you'll win. And that's the point. I'm Jesse Steele. JesseSteele.com. Okay. That was recording up 10 minutes and 5 seconds. I don't know, George. I don't know. How do you go to save? Save. Okay. We've got our... You need to go... This is episode 74. Ooh. There we go. Episode 74. I guess I'm going to read this, and then I guess I'm going to be done. I'm going to read these live. I'm going to read these live. I've got to do it. I'm going to read these live. Here we go. No, I'm just going to read them live. I'm not reading them to you. This is part of my regular reading, so I'm going to read it live. Here we go. Encore Revival, America, June 4, 2018. Trey Gowdy's act is over. Over the years, he made many statements that any novice analyst could predict would draw respect from normal America. Now he supports the FBI against the instincts of his hard-earned supporters without having read up what he's talking about. Ooh, that should say on. I'm going to have to go fix that. Without having read up. That looks like the W. Hold on. I have to get our earphones out here to listen to this. What's that? Okay. Pull that. down and out. Where's our audio input? Is this right? Is this audio correct? I don't like the audio sound, folks. I don't like the audio sound of this. I'm concerned that the audio sound didn't work right for this, and I may have to stop recording now and come back and record it later. Input tells me that I'm using my Yeti, but this sounds pretty jumpy and spicy. I don't know. I'm inclined to go run with it. Here, we'll take this and we'll take these and throw them on the ground. These are always, extra sound mats are always great to dampen the noise. All right, let's see how that makes it sound. All right, I'm just going to continue recording. Glad to have this. I'm gonna have to start over. I'm gonna kill this and start over. Here we go. Encore Revival, America, June 4, 2018. Trey Gowdy's act is over. Over the years, he made statements that any novice analyst could predict would draw respect from normal America. Now he supports the FBI against the instincts of his hard-earned supporters without having read up on what he's talking about? Perhaps the whole time he ran on instinct and just got lucky. Nearing retirement, his lucky streak is running out. Perhaps he should just retire altogether and quit while he's ahead. He's already done so much that he could make a bigger difference from Twitter, on the condition that he reads up in advance and stays on his game like Rudy Giuliani. Giuliani has some of the best and most common sense advice about Russia Newsgate. No interview with seeing the evidence first. Oh, wait, that's wrong. I gotta delete that. Sounds better. No interview without. Don't you love the live cam and seeing how it's done behind the scenes, folks? Isn't it great? No interview without, whoop, that's wrong. No interview without seeing the evidence first. That's just plain normal practice. Rudy's statement is a warning shot across Mueller's bow. Specifically, that Rudy is neither fool nor pushover. Not to mention that Mueller has already gone out of bounds by not offering that evidence prior to seeking an interview. So-called experts and other political pundits should be able to figure out by now that Trump is bulletproof. The good news for the country is that Giuliani is achieving his mission, even against the current. He's bringing the Russia Newsgate scandal to a peaceful halt. The cancellation of Roseanne is abominable, not because of the political alignments, but because of the always cave-in cowardice mode of operation in corptocratic America. Roseanne Barr deserves a Purple Heart and a Medal of Honor in the social world. People make regrettable remarks, whether we say what we don't really think or we blurt whatever we think when we might should keep it to ourselves. It is the fool who does not forgive. ABC and Disney just trashed one of the most shining gems in their own industry from within their own collection. The lead actress exercised the same kind of free speech and vocabulary that the left uses every day, and the industry giants shut down one of their own best-viewed shows in history, unemploying the cast and vanishing its viewers. Excuse me, I need to swallow here. Vanishing its viewers. That doesn't make math. If Roseanne Barr was in violation of any contract, she should have been fined. This compares to shooting helpless hostages when the scientists won't dance to the Fuhrer's demands. So, ABC and Disney have set the precedent in the entertainment establishment. If you are part of a show, you're being held hostage as the scapegoat should someone else get out of line with the party. In light of the less so silent majority, Roseanne Barr could be the most employable woman in growing conservative America. And that... Oops, I'm not supposed to say in that. That's the other one. Encore. Revival is returning to America. Okay, all right, you got that done. Save that. Dun, dun, dun. Close that. Glorious. Excellent. And do number 2, cadence, and then we're out. Got to do the cadence. Cadence of Conflict, Asia, June 4, 2018. North Korea inches further and further toward talks with the U.S. China fears this. If Kim Jong-un gets in the same room as the man who wrote The Art of the Deal, North Korea could become a stronger ally to the U.S. than even South Korea overnight. That would likely lead to a quick reunification of the Korean peninsula, as well as other shifts in power, even before any alliance might be formalized. But Trump's deal-making reputation should bring no shocks to what is about to transpire in the Singapore summit. Then there's China, about to be left behind. The hardline crackdown on free speech throughout China won't be without consequence. Symphony has been saying for years. Albert Huh effectively said the same thing. Quoted in a Bloomberg article dated June 4. Party power is getting brittle, but the consequences of brutal brutality are rarely explored, so here goes. Hong Kong won't shut up anytime soon. The whining, whimpering, bratty students of Hong Kong may be wrong to demand rights when freedom was largely handed to them by the British, but those bratty students are drawing a press load of attention to China. That alone should be a heavy factor in logistics calculation. Hong Kong is a megaphone for any anti-China sentiment because the world reads about Hong Kong every day. After all, Hong Kong is Asia's world city. Excuse me, I need to make some edits. I skipped the indefinite article, and I need to delete it because I don't want to go back and record it. And I'm supposed to put a hyphen between Jong and Un. I am officially capitalizing both Jong and Un because the president did in his memorandum with the great successor, as we call him. Warming up my voice properly. But then there's the problem of cracking down with China proper. Oops. But then there's the oh, wait, I didn't delete my mouse click. Ready to go. But then there's the problem of cracking down within China proper. The mainland governed directly by Beijing, not a SAR like Hong Kong or Macau. If China considers friendly sarcasm to be a threat within China, that means tech companies and hardware manufacturers won't have candid conversations about quality control and competitive design. Once free speech becomes a minefield, people will divert mental resources away from free and open brainstorming toward making sure that they don't say anything offensive. The key to good brainstorming sessions and innovation is that nothing is off the table and no one is allowed to take offense at anything whatsoever. This can't happen in China anymore. Bye-bye Western manufacturing paradise. It's only a matter of time before Western outsourcing brands figure it out. One little story, like an innovator being locked up for a tech suggestion because it was interpreted as opposing to the party, might plunge Chinese factory stocks into the void below. I'm making a correction as opposition. Opposing. What did I say? Now I'm going to go back and have to hear what I said. I've said a word wrong. Note, one little story, like an innovator being locked up for a tech suggestion, because it was interpreted. Okay, good. All right, I said it as I typed it, so we're fine. Well, this is editing. Welcome to audio editing. Sitting here for hours recording the Book of Enoch like this. Stocks below Single-party rule is the key topic now, at least according to Western papers. That's the protest mantra in Hong Kong. It's the talking point of headlines and marches. It's the so-called problem as is being presented to the world. The Western press is on a path to reporting a narrative that stirs sentiment for two-party rule in China. Whether it's a typhoon, an earthquake, a solar flare, or some other act of God, if China suddenly adopts a two-party system, Western newspaper readers will have already been prepped to think it's a good thing. Then there's Vietnam. Exploring foreign investment zones. Deserved or unfair, distrust is stirring against China as a place of investment. This will have a double-edged effect in Vietnam. Firstly, Western manufacturing will flock to Vietnam as a way of fleeing the newspaper villain China. See, now I've got people who live right outside and they can't shut up and keep their doors closed. So they've got to make all this noise. Exceptionally irritating. Exceptionally irritating. This is what happens. You live in Asia and they have these concrete bomb shelter buildings, but then they've got these paper-thin doors. Very, very unbalanced. That's why manufacturing's cheap in Asia. Living here, I figured that out. Now I got to figure out where I was. The newspaper villain of China. Newspaper villain of China. But with a communist party having total rule in Vietnam, Western investors will demand certain assurances before dumping too much money into yet another single-party market. Sooner or later, we could be looking at Vietnam adopting a friendly two-party system as a stronger strategy of competing with China. That will not only add to the momentum. Now, let's see, I said that not only, and I'm supposed to say that. That will only add to the That will only add to the momentum of change in East Asia, and that is the cadence of the conflict already seen in the Pacific. All right, we've got it done, and I've got these saved, and it's been great podcasting with you. Thank you for showing up for this live. I am done.